Hello, this is Nathan from One Web Street, the right place to discover digital presence strategies for your business. In today's video tutorial, I will be talking about how to go about installing Google Analytics on your WordPress site via a WordPress plugin. So after you've logged into your dashboard, that's where we are right now, the WordPress dashboard, you are going to go to plugins and just hover your mouse over your plugins and you're going to go to add new. So I'm clicking that, and so now that I'm here, I'm going to search for Google Analytics. Alright, and after typing that in, it automatically is searching for it. Alright, so here we have a variety of different results, and so just really quickly, when you're looking at different plugins, oftentimes you'll find many different plugins that offer very similar functionality in terms of doing the same thing or close to the same thing. And so there's some things you want to look at to determine which plugin you should use. And so some really good indicators is first of all the number of active installs, and so you can see that number right here. This one for this plugin is at 600,000. This is at 40,000, and so that really speaks whether or not it's a good plugin. Obviously, if a lot of people are using it, then it must be good for them, so it may be good for you. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is the reviews. Currently, WordPress uses a 5-star review system, and also keep in mind the number of reviews. So this one has 42, this one has 52, 14 for this one, and so on and so forth. If you want to get more information about a particular plugin, then you can simply click on more details and a light box will appear, and then you will get some more information. So here we have a description about this plugin. We have the installation process, and we have different screenshots that allow you to kind of give you a good idea of the plugin. So the process to install it, you just click Install Now, wait a moment, and now it says installed, and now it says Activate. So you will need to also click Activate for it to become live. Okay, so now it is live. You can see that the site is still loading. Alright, so it's live, and so here we are. We have the Google Analytics for WordPress. Now this is in our plugins tab. So remember, before I went down to add new, and now I'm just in the plugins tab. So when I click on this, this is what appears. And so these are all the plugins that we currently have installed, and so this is a brand new site, and so there's only 4 currently. So I just installed the Google Analytics, so I'm going to go to Settings, and this is really important that you configure this. So the Google Analytics settings, you need to get your Google Analytics ID, and that is what goes here. And then there's some other options where you can disable tracking. So if you ever want to disable tracking of visitors to your site, you just come here and click on that. And then the other option is to exclude users from tracking by role. So what this means is that we have administrator, author, contributor, editor, and subscriber. And so depending on your website, you're going to have different users that can log in to your website. And so basically by clicking on these, you enable Google Analytics to not track them in your Google Analytics account. And so that can be helpful because it doesn't skew your data when you're trying to figure out which pages are viewed the most, and many other different metrics. Alright, so we need to go and get our Google Analytics ID. Okay, so we need to get our Google Analytics Universal Tracking ID. I'm going to go through how to go about that. So this is assuming that you have already created a Google account and you have already created a Google Analytics account, So this is just to show you how to go and retrieve the information that we need. So I'm going to go type in Google Analytics into Google, and then I'm going to go to the website, and now I'm going to go click sign in, and we have many different software products by Google. I'm going to click on Analytics here at the top. Okay, and so here is my account. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And so here we have our 4 tabs at the top: Home, Reporting, Customization, and Admin. I'm going to click on Admin, and then I'm going to go to the middle, which we have 3 different columns: Account, Property, and View. And so under the Property column, you can simply go down to Tracking Info, and then we have Tracking Code. So under the Tracking Code, we have our UAID, and then we also have our website tracking script. Now, when installing Google Analytics with a WordPress plugin, at least the one that I'm using in this tutorial, you do not need to use the tracking script. So all you need is the UA tracking code. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this UA code and then go ahead and plug that in our WordPress plugin. Alright, so we are back at WordPress, and we're here at the plugins settings page, and I'm just going to go ahead and paste our tracking ID, our Google Analytics ID, and that should be good to go. So again, you can also check these if you want to exclude any users from your tracking ID in your tracking data, and so that's up to you. And then you need to click Save Settings, which is important. Alright, settings saved. So you have now configured Google Analytics on your WordPress website using a WordPress plugin. My name is Nathan. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check out One Web Street, the right place to discover digital presence strategies for your business, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more helpful tips and tutorials for elevating your digital presence for your business. Thank you.